Привет, Masha. Привет. Добрый день, доброе утро, добрый вечер. Choose one. Choose one that is appropriate. Um, I really expanded this homework. It's like I'm gonna have to do like a part two to get this. But what I learned by just doing this homework is that this is my goal right here: is to get rid of my heavy American accent. I appreciated the native speakers, although my um, speech was understood by them. Um, they gave me accurate feedback, and so did my professor. And she said that, well, that will not affect my grade in the class. She gave me an A on my oral presentation, but it affects me. So that's my goal, is to, have a proper Moscow accent, right? So let's pretend that want to be American spy in Moscow, right? How can I get by if I have this heavy American accent? Yeah, Amerikanец. I want to say it in how Russians do. So and it's really uh, easy to fix. I have to start reading rather than memorizing. And ChatGPT, I told my problem to ChatGPT, and it told me exactly that. It said, read with a recording of a native speaker, do all this stuff, and it says fluent Russian speakers read sound patterns, not individual words. So let's go back to chapter 1 and learn how to pronounce these words. That's all I need to do. I can pass the class, I can memorize the words in the dialogues and things like that. Or maybe I should quit memorizing the words and start reading them. Anyway, words from Shakespeare today. If I read these words, let's read this word. So I just asked ChatGPT for this word. What is the Ides of March? So that's what it translates to. So if I'm trying to read this, first of all, I separate the syllables, and this tells me something. This tells me in the alphabet unit about the pronunciation rules. It says, well, this is a soft vowel, it's yay, so that makes this soft. So that's where I have to start. So am I pronouncing this consonant correctly? Its name is Bay, but it's pronounced b, 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 hard b, and soft b, 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 b. Okay, so that's the first thing. And so be. The first syllable here is be, be. Next syllable, this is the that's its name, er. And again, this yay makes it soft. So instead of saying r, I say re, r, re, r, re. So all right, so I have deciphered two syllables, and now I've forgotten. I go back and I forget how to say this one. So I have to learn how to say each syllable, properly. And then, so let me start over. So I know it's soft and do all that processing. Be, re, bere, and this is GIC, gis, bere, gis, and soft S, bere, gis. That's just a lot. It's absolutely a lot for me to do. And then I just have to insist when I do my studying that I go back and I read, right? I have memorized these words, right? Это карандаш, это ручка, это сумка, это rucksack. Now, if I didn't memorize it, how would I say this? Это ящик. Это ящик? Ящик? I think that's what I would say. I appreciate the accent or the stress mark there. And how about this one? I would say это я, that's a ya, and then bloka, яблоко, это яблоко, это яблоко. Okay, so that's how I would say it if I didn't know that this was a Jabloka. And anyway, all of these things are in this chapter 1 here. So I think I should start with this because this is where my strong American accent comes from, right? I'm not understanding the hard and soft sounds of the Russian language. So maybe I just practice this until I get it right? So mat, mat, bit, bit, gotov, gotov, tolkom, tolka, mil, mil, von, von, sport, sport. This is hard for me right here. I'm telling you, this is hard. I don't see the difference. Spor, 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 spor. Paris, Paris. Again, I do not know what the soft S is. Okay, anyway, that's so let's just back everything up. I need to go back to back to this chapter and learn how to read. I think that's what we're doing anyway, right? So I will do that. We don't need. This is not about vocabulary. I mean, how do I say these words? Dada, mir, bit, живут, живот, живот, musica, musica. Now, some of these words I've already memorized, so I need to stop and I just need to start reading them. This word right here, I would just never be able to read this word, so that's just a write-off. This word is pronounced здравствуйте. That's it. And then even this expression, it's hard for me to unlearn. Как вас зовут? Меня зовут Жанна. Очень приятно. Познакомиться, Жанна. Жанна, где вы живете? Я живу в Нью-Йорке. А вы? А вы? Я живу в Москве. Правда. All right, so I don't know how I did there, but I had memorized those words, and I just need to start reading them. So for this reading, I have some words out of chapter 1, and then some words out of chapter 2, and I found the Soviet sign. This was really challenging, so I got these words. Anyway, I think there's like a semester's worth of material here, right? Let's just focus on me learning how to read these words right here, and I think that will be it. And okay, so anyway, this is like part 1 of my homework. Hopefully this is a good plan, and I'll get some rest, and then I'll try to do some of these words for you tomorrow and send you part 2. All right, paka paka.